It goes without saying, I'm really proud of our guys. I'm just so pleased with their effort and just their focus the last week on getting ready for this game and the way they execute on offense and defense, and then there's their hustle on the field all game, but also just the energy that everybody brought all week, the way we handled the travel. It was a long journey up here, and I think everybody was really, really focused. They had fun. We've been keeping them loose, but when the time has come to practice, they've done a great job. To be a great program like Duke, who we have so much respect for, who's the ACC champion, it takes a lot to win a game like that because we do have so much respect for them and what they've been able to accomplish. So I'm excited for our players, I'm excited for our school, our state, and our alums.
Question,
for Drew and Joe, can you talk about 16 goals on 29 shots? What was working so effectively for you guys in offense?
I just think we were finding each other in good spots in the field. We all felt really comfortable with our offensive game plan. I felt we were very organized, and we feed from the defense. Honestly, Niko played great, got me going, got us all going. He's giving a pregame pump-up speech. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Coach Tillman, Bruce Posner, ESPN Radio in Baltimore. Coach Tillman, your second year in the final game, and you could tell the players are a lot more serious than they were last year if they won. What do you change in your preparation in the 2 days versus last year? Do you?
Well, it's really about management right now. I think you got a fatigue group. They obviously expend a lot of energy and they play with a lot of heart. So we got a tired group, so we have to be sensitive to that. We told them to try to get off their feet, go spend some time with their family, and give them a big hug and appreciate their family's support coming up here. Enjoy that time with them, and then the coaches would break down the film, get some sleep tonight, make sure they stretch, they got the treatment they needed. We had some guys banged up. Get some rest, and then Monday we really, really, really need to do a good job with our focus. We have to play an opponent that we have not yet seen before. It's going to take a lot of mental focus, a lot of mental energy just to stay dialed in. We can't give them the typical week's preparation, so we're going to have certain keys, simple points to hit home about Loyola. They're obviously the #1 seed for a reason, and they're a terrific team. And there's some things that haven't watched them last week that they do very, very well. If we don't take away from them, they can get you.
Lee Feinsfeld from NCAA.com. Were any of you guys offered by Loyola?
No, I don't think so.
You guys have friends on that team? And would you talk about them, guys you know? Give it. Any of you?
I know Kevin Moriarty and Eric Lesby, just through some mutual friends, good guys.
I know Patrick Fanshaw just from playing against him in high school. He went to Calgary.
Same.
Bruce Lloyd from Boston Herald. Coach, I want to kind of go back to the shooting. You talked yesterday about you guys will play whatever tempo that the game dictates as long as you take quality shots. 16 for 29, you have to be pretty happy with that effort today.
No doubt about it. And again, we've kind of been picked on the last few weeks about being a stall team, and we've never used that terminology. Said, "Hey, we have to stall to win," or "You guys can't win if we, unless we hold it." I just think we'd be sending the wrong message. And we've had moments this year where we've had really short possessions, and you probably would have looked and said that whoever's coaching Maryland is the worst coach in the country because those guys, every shot's a good shot. So, and that falls back on me. For not doing a good job there. But I think the season's a journey, and there's a lot of teachable moments. And I think we said all year is, we have no problem with anybody going to the goal, but you just have to be smart, and you have to be accountable to your teammates. So if you decide to go and you turn it over quickly, and we just play a lot of defense, you really hurt your teammates. You're not, it's not about me. It's about the guy to your left and the guy to your right, and just be accountable to them. And if you feel like you have an opportunity, go, because we can't win if guys are worried about me yanking them or yelling at them. So I think players need to play. We give them good guidance all week, and I don't think it's very often on the sideline anybody really gets yelled at too much. If anything, we're trying to high-five them and pump them up, and certainly our bench is high-fiving each other, punching each other, and all that other stuff they do. But they're so excited for each other that I think it's a lot of fun, and these guys feed off their energy.
Just to follow up on either Joe or Drew, or if you guys want to just kind of follow up on that point, what it means to you guys to be able to come out at this time of the season and produce this kind of offensive effort and maybe do something to shed that reputation a little bit?
I guess, you know, as an offense, you know, we've been preaching all year that we just want to continue to get better. Every day we go out to practice and we want to get better as a team. And, you know, I think with a relatively new offense and guys in new spots, you know, early on there was some chemistry issues. We didn't know where people were going to be and, you know, spots that people might be. And I think now, you know, we're kind of, you know, gaining chemistry. We've been playing together now for, you know, almost 9 months. And, you know, I think that we, you know, and I think Drew would agree that we feel like we have some chemistry on offense and we kind of know the spots that people are going to be in now. And it's good. It's a testament of guys practicing hard and everybody, you know, buying into what we want to do as a team and as an offense.
A lot of trust. Trusting that each other is going to do the right thing.
Thank you guys.
Jeff Shannon with Inside Lacrosse. Niko, Joe just mentioned chemistry on the offensive side. Can you talk a little bit about chemistry on the defensive end? Guys, as a unit, a very young group in front of you in the close defense seems to be peaking at this time. What's your assessment of that group of guys in front of you and the work they've been doing through this NCAA tournament run?
Well, I say every week our coaches do a great job giving us a good game plan that puts us in a position to succeed. And you know, we're fortunate enough to have such a deep roster with a bunch of great players that we're able to have a scout team to mimic the opposition's offense throughout the week. So we've been fortunate enough to get some good looks from players and you know, challenge our defense through the week. So on game day, it's not as a surprise or a shock. We've already seen some of the looks the opponent's offense like to do. But you know, I give a lot of credit to the guys that have played throughout the year on defense. They are pretty young, but they've been mentally tough. They've been hungry. They've been willing to work hard and learn defenses and correct their mistakes. So I'm really proud of those guys, and I love playing with them. And you know, I just don't want it to end right anytime soon.
Zach Schombrun with the New York Times. John, you guys lost to Colgate less than a month ago. Did anything change after that? I mean, did you do anything differently? Did you reflect on it?
Yeah, we did a lot differently, but I think, you know, one thing, because I hear that a lot, and the one thing I think you got to look at is we lost to a really good Colgate team, and that's a team that made the Final 8, and so I sometimes, like, after the last week or two, because people have asked me that, like, hey, you lost to Colgate. I'm like, yeah, but they were a quarterfinal team, and they have arguably the best offensive players other offensive player in the country. So it's not like we lost to a bad team. We played a really good team that played better than us that day. But in terms of what you were asking, knowing that the end of the year was there, I think everybody, you know, had to kind of take a look at themselves in the mirror and figure out, what can I do better? You know, can I be more accountable? Can I step up my focus? You know, my effort in practice. The coaches, the same thing. We talked to the captains a lot, and they were great. You know, we wanted honest feedback from them. They felt like you know, maybe the practices might have been getting a little bit more routine. They wanted to change up kind of the flow, you know, change up, maybe do some different drills, change the tempo, do a little bit more, maybe like the best guys versus the best guys as starters, because sometimes during the season you get so caught up in trying to get ready for the other team that you're doing a lot of, you know, Duke's offense versus our defense to get them ready. But yet sometimes you get away from, okay, we're just going to play, you know, scrimmage in the team, within our team, and we want you guys just to do what we do as hard as you can to try to play at a faster speed. And just even some drills that I think they enjoy. They love to compete, and when our guys are flying around, they have a lot more fun. So we infused more of that, and a lot of it came from these guys. These guys are smart guys. We trust them. We know they want to win. So their feedback was great. And again, they want to win, and I don't think they're looking for any shortcuts. So just the ability of us to work together as a team, I think, has really helped us along, you know, a lot.
We can do one or two more. Yeah, we'll go over here first.
Niko, John Tillman, inside Lacrosse. Niko, pregame speech. What did it consist of? What do you got?
To be honest, most of it just comes from the heart. Our team, is so tight. We're basically a family. I mean, it could be anyone, just anything anyone says, we all respect and we all want to hear. Basically, I just want to remind those guys, we know we're talented, but I don't want anyone to forget that we're an unseeded team, and we definitely want to play with a chip on our shoulder. All respect to Duke, they're a great team, but I think deep down we knew we could beat them and we knew we could play with them. So I just wanted to bring the intensity for all 60 minutes and have a lot of passion and energy out there. So, I mean, it wasn't just me who said like a pregame speech. I mean, a lot of guys say their things. So, I mean, I'm not going to take all the credit for that one.
One more over here.
Joe, when guys on the second midfield like Kevin Cooper and Jake Carlson are producing, how much more dangerous does that make the offense?
I think you can add, another guy in there, and Kevin Forster. Kevin came in today and stepped up big. He had a big goal there in the first quarter for us. And when guys are stepping up and making plays, and not only just big plays, but making smart plays, that's huge for our offense. And not only that, it's huge for our team. And it goes to show that this is not a one-man show on this team. It's a full team effort. Everyone is for everyone, and it takes everyone's contributions in order for Maryland to have success. So I was really excited for a guy like Kevin Forster today. He's had a tough year. He went through some injuries, but for him to, in the semifinals, as a freshman, to score a goal, and he might have had 3 points. I mean, that's awesome, and that really goes to show what Maryland is about, and it's fun.
Thank you very much, guys.